Yeah, we're there again. Welcome to the YAAD VIBEZ, The number one place for let out your opinion in the Jamaican diaspora. Yeah, today we're up on this time again. So we're going with Melissa. But we are here, say boy, the shelter them now going good. People say I just bench today. No cat, no sheet, nothing, no food. What kind of slackness that? Yeah, people when not prepare. Yeah, people nonchalant, not take things serious. We are touch all of them things there in the night and go through the news and see what go on the ground where international news them I say. So if you're watching the playback, big up yourself whether you're on the night shift. Yeah, do some work. Whether you're on lockdown, yeah, use up your last of the internet to get the news. Make sure your phone charge up. Yeah, like we run out through the TV, Jay. And you don't know what this is. YAAD VIBEZ, where YAAD is supporting YAAD is. Yeah, we're a bit of network of people where support people and where we can put out information. We're going to help each other. That's the very premise of this channel. So big up yourself if you happen to join in or, participate. Welcome. Alright, well, we see what I go on TVJ and check the radar on the live cams and see what I go on, yeah? Let's go.
So in addition to covering Hurricane Melissa activities in rural Jamaica, we also went to Rema here in St. Andrew, and this is what we found out. On our way back to Broadcast House, we made another stop and we are in Rema, where quite a number of residents have gathered. You pretty much are having a good... What's happening out here? Why are you not in your house battened down?
Well, we don't see the rain come so heavy, so we out here enjoying ourselves, drinking, playing Ludia, and I think Domino upstairs is seriously prepared too.
And they are saying that they're seriously prepared for what is to come. And I just want to make it clear, you're not taking this lightly, right? You're serious.
No, we're not taking nothing lightly.
Okay,
nothing. It's Mother Nature. We cannot take nothing like it. Nobody know what gonna destroy.
But even as we
Jamaica now miss a time for party.
made our way outside the community, we did not believe what we saw.
Why wouldn't you believe it? People do the most ignorant things in Jamaica.
Water party was in progress. We were told that the residents were celebrating a birthday.
Can't stop it. This is change story where you find the more
Ignorant people.
entertainment. Batman come from here, great people come from here. It's just enjoy. It's just enjoy the people. A long time we have this fun. So we're all here, I celebrate many.
Too much fun and the need to start take things more serious. Everything are fun.
Emotional damage.
It's a birthday. We have a job.
You're celebrating. Oh, it's her birthday. Okay. So question. So hold on. I have a question. Did you not hear about the hurricane and that it's serious? What time are you planning to stop? What time are you planning to stop the party?
No, we're not stopping. I'm straight through. Right.
See how they ignorance of the people. Straight through. Go on, like, you must say something, man. Well, I tell you.
Straight through. I have a tomorrow morning, I'm straight through.
Hold on. So you never hear about the wind?
Yes, we hear about the wind everything. We saw the wind, man. We bring the life for the party. Guys, I can't stop this, man. Even come out with zinc and wake up in the party. Guys, I can't stop this. Rema, change story, my best coming to the world right now.
What a piece of galongin. More here area, say. Jamaica with Ari.
Good evening from Kingston, Jamaica. We are still waiting for the powerful storm. There is nothing going on here. quiet. Well, it's raining. We had a few gusts of wind, like really strong gusts, but they lasted like less than a minute. I didn't even have the time to get my camera out. It's pretty much just rain, and it's not like heavy rain, okay? And look, cars are driving. The gullies are not overflowing. There are no floods at the moment, at least not that I can see in Barbican. I also checked with my friends in Treasure Beach in the south coast of Jamaica, and it's been very quiet for them as well. And also my friends in Negril say that it's also quiet. There was a very beautiful sunset. Please check out Throp. He is running updates from Negril, but so far nothing's going on there yet. Obviously, weather forecasts were kind of wrong in terms of the timeline.
What didn't get wrong?
The path of the hurricane, they got pretty much right, except that it's kind of more to the south. But it is important to understand that it's...
Don't worry, we are running a live feed, yes, so as of, let's see, right now, let's see the wind. Okay. Where are we at? 175 miles per hour. You imagine the devastation where that I go give Jamaica if that continue at that trend. And people not take this thing serious. Can't believe.
Impossible to create an accurate weather forecast, especially with something as complex as hurricane. So of course, now they have to update the forecast and change the projections. But remember, these are always projections. Just because they're saying that the hurricane will most likely move at the western part of Jamaica, it doesn't mean it will. Maybe it will move across Jamaica like they were saying in the beginning. Maybe it will turn and go right across. So even though they're saying that now people in Kingston might not be exposed to so much risk as in some other areas of Jamaica, this might not be true. We might be exposed to risk as well in Kingston. Everyone in Jamaica, until the hurricane is completely gone, might be exposed to some kind of risk. We're still waiting for it to pass us completely. Once it's gone, then we can relax. But like I said in my very first video, these are weather forecasts. They are never accurate. We have to look at the...
All right, let's see the most accurate we can see. But even if this pass, if you look at the map, even if it pass over as a category 5, it's out of any, so still gonna be a category 6. I mean category 4 after I leave Jamaica. Obviously it'll go weaken a little bit on land if the I pass over it. Let's see precipice. Okay, so rain should end up on the whole island right now. Last night it did very accurate when the western side never get no rain. It did show you grey like yeah, so. And when we check the map, you see Jamaica map, it did dry a little London, so you see little London a rain right now. Like it will get heavy rain. So you have to prepare for flooding and them thing there, right? Also, where you want to more see precipitation. Okay. Let's see. We can't change the course here, so I'm edge off a little. But if it a turn like what they must say, and what this will be like, you make a little U-turn right here, so go back out. Satellite. Banner flash banner. Damn. Why I hope people take this serious, man, even I lie to you. Come like people away from Jamaica more worried for people in Jamaica. All different people have many culture ask me about what go on in Jamaica. Well, I will stay up on track with the ground news.
The facts, and the fact is there is a huge hurricane right to the south of Jamaica, and this hurricane can do a lot of damage when it comes to the island. I have a documentary on my channel that I made several years ago which explains the science behind hurricanes and explain how they work and why they work in such a way and why it is impossible to predict where exactly they're going to go. Right? Regardless of how great a meteorologist is, it's still not possible. With all our satellites and everything, we can just track what's happening, we can make assumptions where it's going to go, but this is not definite until it actually happens. I just decided to post this evening update to let everyone know what's actually happening, because like I said in my previous video, there are tons of AI videos now being posted. People are trying to make a hype out of hurricane damage in Jamaica. This is not happening yet. So all we can do, we can just keep ourselves busy doing our thing, because if you just sit and wait until the hurricane comes, that can cause you a lot of stress. You don't want to do that. We're going to have a very difficult night in terms of that maybe nothing's going to be happening. Maybe the hurricane's going to make it here by Tuesday morning. Maybe it's going to be later. We don't know. So the bottom line is, so far, nothing major is happening in Jamaica from what we can see. Kingston, St. Andrews seems to be okay, but then again, guys, I haven't driven around, so I don't know if other parts of Kingston have a different situation. If you're watching me from Jamaica, please let us know in the comments down below what's happening in your area. What has it been like so far? Is it also very calm and nothing's happening and we're just waiting for the storm to arrive? The morning today was more hurricane-like than it is now in the evening. And that's obviously because the hurricane moved really far away from Kingston, but it doesn't mean it's not going to come back, okay?
Oh yeah, it's definitely coming back.
Because it can make a full turnaround in terms of, like the original model was showing, that it will go across Jamaica and then Kingston would be affected. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to make a little update. Oh, there's a little wind. Here we go, a little gust of wind. I'm just putting another cover on my camera. I'm actually staying very close to the shelter, so I'm good. Anyway, I just wanted to make this very quick update to let everyone.
All the Korean vibe, me I hear say, man have Korean up on government affair, tell them I go find them. People should not lock up some of whoever this construction manager is. They're trying to threaten them with jail time and prison time. Where if somebody get Korean go fall upon somebody and kill them because them don't want to take down Korean.
Know that so far we are okay. Again, I'm filming in Kingston, St. Andrew. Maybe other parts of Jamaica are experiencing this differently, so I cannot speak on their behalf because we don't know what's going on. But let's wait and see what happens. I will be providing you with updates.
Whoever voted not prepared, why not? Drop in a comment why you're not prepared.
Please make sure to check the pinned comment. Check out my...
And if you can hit the like button, send more people in our life so we can have a conversation. Appreciate it. Hello and good night to whoever listen.
Documentary about hurricanes and how they work. If you haven't watched it yet, you can also check my morning update. And yeah.
All right, well, I see where news I say more. And then we're going to check out the camera of them.
Now, after spending millions on its expansion following the passage of Hurricane Beryl last year, the operators of Pier 1 in Montego Bay, St. James are bracing for Hurricane Melissa. We have the details in this report.
The calm waters along the coastline in Montego Bay, St. James, the backdrop of a picture-perfect day for some residents.
Oh no, I just feel say something will come crazy. And this will take years to Jamaica to recover if it come how it come.
For most of Monday.
I am Terry and I'm fishing today. The storm hasn't reached us yet, so trying to get 1 or 2 fish before we're going.
Is your home prepared fully? You're outside fishing or you get fish for food? Like how you cook fish if like gone and where you store fish? Shit don't make no sense.
But for the operators of Pier 1,
we put trust in the Almighty. I think that's the first thing I would have to say. We rebuilt the place from the last storm. We fortified it a little bit better using the knowledge that we have based on how it was destroyed. But what man build, God can wipe out in a second. So we don't.
Nature wipe you out in a second. You're right.
We don't put much confidence in our work in terms of indestructibility. We do it the best we can and then we pray and hope.
Jason Russell is also the Montego Bay Chamber President.
I would like to wish all businesses and Montegonians on a whole, Jamaicans on a whole, a safe journey through this passage. Consider life first and material things second or third. Make sure your family is safe. Make sure you prepare. And don't worry about your...
Are you prepared? Me run a poll in the comment section. If you want to vote, and hit the like button after that. Sending some more people. Appreciate it. Big up on yourself wherever you at. If you're on the night shift, if you're back down in Jamaica, wherever you're there, big up yourself.
Business and the aftermath. It will be fixed. I went through it. Make sure your team is ready to go. Make sure they are safe. I know a lot of business owners are worrying about their stock.
Yeah, because criminal them are line up to, broken up people place all criminal boy there.
But I implore them to worry about the human capital that they've invested in over the years and make sure they are safe. Because without them, the business can't rebuild.
As for some fishermen, it was just another ordinary day. But this caution.
Any one of them choose out there, can stay out there, because they get warning.
Ah, Papa, there you go. It's all right.
Me there land, me stay land.
Carrie and Simpson, TVJ News.
Smart man. Stay land. Thief strike, then start thief already out the blood clot.
In Portland, while residents were bracing for the impact of Hurricane Melissa, thieves broke into a business establishment in Port Antonio.
Tell you about your dirty boy, them see man. But the government, them then should not deploy a military in them time. I want the army.
And made away with more than $1 million worth of goods and other items. Anthony Lugg has the details.
Imagine dealing with the stress of a hurricane and then finding out that you've been robbed. Well, that's the reality of a business owner here in Port Antonio, Portland.
Noticed that the grill was cut, and then I checked to see what's happening, pushed the door, come inside, noticed that everything was gone out of the bar. It was like devastating. I couldn't really believe what happened.
Last night, I talk upon in live, I know you all dirty criminal them show up at people in place who try to rob the people them. Why them have to behave so?
How much worth are things worth about?
Right now we are looking at roughly 1.5 or even more.
Look at the counter. Liquors gone. I'm gonna ask my videographer to walk with me to show you as well inside this kitchen. The robbers came inside here. They removed a microwave from off this counter. They moved a gas cylinder from around here. And if that was not already bad, they went inside the refrigerator and removed all the meat kind from outside.
Dangerous quote them there,
Stress level right now is over my head. The stress level is over my head. Knowing that Melissa is coming, and we don't know what damage it's going to impact on the country right now. And you never know if my house may be blown down. We don't know. No one knows what's going to take place. And knowing that you have this to deal with, plus you have your personal thing at home to deal with, it's just devastating.
The matter has been
oh, damn it. Why some of them people left it stay so? You see people are trying a life, you see danger and disaster come on. You just have to make somebody's life harder. Why some people stay like that, yo? Damn. Clean out everything out of a man in the shop where man have.
reported to the police, but to date, no one has visited the scene. The owner of the establishment is hoping they'll do so immediately after Hurricane Melissa passes. Reporting from Port Antonio, Portland, I'm Anthony Lugg for TVJ News.
No, you'll cook them out, you know, but the government will start push out the army and them thing. Them not tank all type of something. Them for a roam street and make sure say that go on. Alright, we'll go and see them up here. Devon's house. Alright, we're gonna follow Devon's house. About Devon's house, Devon house. Halfway tree, so yeah, whole Jamaica look like you're under rain. Me say if we see no people out the road, and take warning. Yesterday you see all jerk man out of halfway, out of Maypen. Let me see if him still out there. Maypen. Cause people used to this first time ever come to Jamaica and them take it thing lightly. Or in Ghana, you do that right, that's all. I look like a breeze kind of look a bit strongish up Maypen, yeah, so. Alright, but we'll go back to some more up to the time news. I go all over international, Jamaican. Manchester seen increase in fall.
In Manchester, the day ended on Sunday.
All over Ireland we have find what go on tonight.
On a calm note, but at daybreak, Melissa started showing her true colors. Here's Romardo.
Alright, we'll see what speed Melissa there right now before we move on. Wind speed. Okay, right now. Lord Clee, 175. Last night did a 160 when we did our watch. Now 175, so it pick up 15 more miles per hour. And this shit look like it. Boy, I hope something can push off this at the east side, cause I think that people are ready for the impact that will come up.
Lions with that report.
The day ended Sunday on a calm note, but at daybreak, Melissa started showing her true colors. The conditions in Manchester today are far different from the conditions we saw yesterday. The rain started last night, minutes to 11, and it has been consistent. All through last night and now all through today. I mean, the wind has also been very powerful. Another thing I've noticed is that the main road in this town is very scanty, which is an indication that a lot of people have opted to stay indoors. This woman, though concerned about the city,
Good on those people who stand for decide to stay indoor and not party around like them, not no sense. Take their life serious.
system, braved the journey to check on her husband at Mandeville Regional Hospital.
He's sick, so I definitely have to find a way to come here, visit him, make sure everything going right. Yeah, so that's why.
She's weary of
Mama, you can't say if they can make you find one cat and stay with him instead of your back and forth in a hurricane.
Melissa, yes.
But still have to be here to support my husband.
We followed her to the hospital.
And them thing there, Jamaica hospital, them should have well improvement. A family member can stay overnight and them sitting there. You know, you're none of them hotel come out as I put a lending hand or say them offer no room space or nothing. And them are reap billions of dollars out of Jamaica. None of them hotel here.
There isn't a lot of people inside, but there are some very interesting stories.
Mary come and gone. No, our sister Melissa come. Who next?
That's Rupert Roach. He visited the facility Monday morning from St. Elizabeth for medication. Now, he's stuck.
Stranded and can't move. Pure rain, pure water out there. Can't move. Can't move. You know I'm not going to reach home tonight. The taxi now run. I'm not going to turn till daylight. So the chance me have.
Well, why you reach where you are or where you did that?
I'm not going to turn till daylight. You know, stranded and can't move. Pure rain, pure water out there. Can't move.
Oh,
Can't
water.
move.
So I never hear say water and rain a come.
Me know I'm not gonna reach home tonight. The taxi now run. I'm not gonna turn till daylight. So the chance me have.
I mean, I tell you, some of we just hard years, me I tell you.
Tell me better. Arthritis. Pain.
I can't walk.
So, I'm seek some tablet for you, some painkiller. I reach and can't go back home. Me don't need to go home.
And then we have the case of healthcare workers. Oftentimes we hear about doctors and nurses, but have you ever heard from an ambulance technician during a hurricane?
My role as an ambulance attendant is to...
See me ask about this, how that go with emergency vehicle. But I be a tree, I go fall on him, so them probably can't even get to nobody.
Is to safely transport a patient from point A to point B when needed. So I'll be here from...
Sorry.
Well, I told you before, I'm here from Friday going into Wednesday morning. Understand? Until the storm subside. To help someone in a case like this, it really brings joy to us as healthcare workers.
He's helping to save lives, but he's separated from his family.
We do reflect back on our family in some cases, yes. Most times when we view the weather and how it's behaving on the outside, we do reflect back at home.
Now in Gifted Grove, a community in Hatfield, residents were startled when they discovered a sparking wire in this tree amid rain and heavy winds. A good distance away, this gas station in Gutters was one of the very few still open, allowing motorists wanting to secure gas that opportunity. And as we drove through other communities, little to nobody spotted on the outside, just swaying trees and fallen leaves. And when our journey took us a little outside the parish, unexpectedly, more lashing. The wind has been very powerful, very, very powerful. This pole is a testament to that. Trees that haven't fallen already. Oh, all right. These men have interrupted my live to tape, but I won't treat it as an interruption. What have you been seeing on the roadway?
Why, I tell you, rough. Master,
Rough and nothing even started, eh?
A preview, I tell you, say, whole place. Tell you a real thing yet? It's a preview, I come from. We can't come from the road.
Continue, we can.
Oh, yeah. We come from we are my as well. I tell you, say, tree and everything in the road. I'm a friend, I'm running some.
Look, Panny win and this are probably early and nothing even start yet.
I can't go where I'm going to go put in our garage because I be a tree and everything I drop down in the road and it's just a preview. What's the real thing come? Nobody can cross it. God, you there, man.
Alright.
I stand up on the door and when the post jump on me, run in the house and I said to my daughter, say, Kim, the light post jump out there, and Kim say, Mommy, run go turn off the brake on me, run go turn off it. So me no know nothing for that.
Do you have any concerns as it relates?
Look on them wind speed there. And when that did happen, that never 175 miles per hour. Let me see what time. The 169 morning. And we further out from Jamaica. And look how it behave.
Possible electrocution, anything along that line?
No, sir. Nothing happen.
And people take this hurricane lightly. Blood.
Somebody did plug out everything before.
And me, mama plug out everything or something. Make sure your phone charge up and everything.
Fine.
See it there? Now look at mama well buttoned down. Well buttoned down.
Today.
And as it relates to other things around the house, do you think you're in good standing as it relates to preparation?
No, sir. Everything all right. You want me to see everything all right.
Romarda Lyons, TVJ News.
Alright, let's see what else happened there. Bamboo River. What part Bamboo River there? Anybody in the chat will know what Bamboo River there?
In this week's edition of the Business Review, we look at how last-minute shoppers go about getting supplies for Hurricane Melissa. Here's Alia Bryant.
Sell out! Don't make Melissa catch you.
Mama, I hope you not jack up the price, you know. Because enough people them out there just jack up the price too wicked for the people them for no reason.
As Hurricane Melissa inches closer to Jamaica, the usual payday crowds descended into storm prep chaos. Residents scrambled through the Coronation Market, hoping to secure enough ground provisions before the storm hits.
None of that shit now go exist after this storm pass through.
If you stock up, that's when you have to go out that zinc, lick off our flood our thing, blow down things. You understand? We need to just do the right things. That will stay in the hurricane.
But
food price are gonna jack up after this. And there not gonna be none of them sitting here for the next 6 months to a year. Them are sitting here not gonna available. See that ginger $500 a pound. After this at $1,500 a pound.
despite the spike in sales, vendors at the market are fearful that should the hurricane destroy farms, already costly produce will hurt their profits.
It would be a great loss. All food gone provision will be lost. The price and goods will be soared to a high level. And I don't think people would afford it.
The government should start step in at them time, yeah, and make sure people can't go above certain level when it comes to food price. Like you can report them and make them get some type of ticket or fine if them are charged too much. Because some of them people are ridiculous with the price that they do.
Right now, afford to buy the food product. And what would happen right now, the import goods.
Meanwhile, hardware stores were swarmed on Friday as residents rushed to secure supplies to fortify their homes. TVJ News caught up with Jodian from Incomparable Enterprise to see what residents picked up.
We have a lot of councillors and MPs who came out to really get stuff for their constituencies. So we had to try and get those out as soon as possible. But we have our regular walk-in customers that come in and order the regular stuff that they need. The roof compound, as I said, the flash ban, going like crazy, the tarpaulins, and the siliconizers and stuff like that.
Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
Okay, people are get up them sandban. And guess how, even though we are talking about wind and breeze, you have to remember by flooding and whole of water it bring. Alright, let's see what else on the agenda. If you can hit up a light, they're getting some more people so we can have a conversation. When they depend on the night shift, you're there home, you're buttoned down, you enjoy the stream, big up yourself. You're a drive truck driver, Uber. You can't go nowhere. Alright, let's see that one here. Okay, let's see. What is that? Jamaica face, 165 miles wind. Alright.
Good afternoon and welcome to this extended edition of the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Some areas in Black River could see storm surges of up to 14 meters. Authorities reiterate calls for residents in low-lying and flood-prone areas to evacuate. And later in sports, injuries hit Reggae Girls ahead of friendly against Trinidad. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carrie Simpson. Now the details. We begin this afternoon with the latest update from the Met Service on Hurricane Melissa. The center of the hurricane is 230 kilometers southwest of Kingston, or 200 kilometers south.
Not anymore, but we check up on it. Welcome to the most interactive live stream in a Jamaican diaspora. YAAD VIBEZ, YAAD is supporting YAAD is that we are below here, so. All right, what we're looking at now. Still 175, approaching. Like that moving faster, you know. What time we are looking if we hit land? What, you see it? 175 with a project we hit. At what time? 8 o'clock in the morning. Problem. Damn. Rainfall. 8 o'clock in the morning, rainfall. How much inch? Pause. Now let me show you inch. 1/10 of an inch rain. Shit look crazy, people, me even lie. Alright, let's go back to the news here.
South of Bluefields in Westmoreland. It is moving toward the west near 6 kilometers per hour. The Met Service says a slow turn.
Category 5, it's quite likely that it will drop in terms of the strength of
When I see no drop a while ago.
the system slightly to a Category 4 before it makes the landfall. But still, let us prepare
I know that we just see on the radar. Where you get for your, on the radar? Where you get for your news from?
ourselves for a Category 5 hurricane, if you can actually prepare for a Category 5 hurricane. And then it will move.
Largest emergency center at the national continue to be of concern. Acting shelter manager at the island's largest emergency center at the National Arena, Helen Ann Wilkinson, noted that despite the facility being fully equipped, only a few people have turned up so far.
We have
enough beds.
We don't have enough bed. Me just hear somebody I said them just talk to somebody who they want shelter. And a 2 decks them have to put together for sleep. And them say no cat, no food or nothing in a shelter. So I don't know.
We have cots, we have food, we have enough water, and we've been getting donations from both public and private sector. People have been just flooding. The support is overwhelming. We've been doing all we can to reassure persons. It's been a long wait and it's taking a toll, but life is more important than the body, so we have to secure our life.
Is this stream a freeze for whoever watch it? If it a glitch, you can just put a one in the chat there for me. I don't know what kind of problem this is.
And Red Cross is a very credible institution worldwide. It's there to save lives, and we're there to support this work. And we ask people to take the plunge and come in. If you have to stay at home, make sure you do have the supplies. But the shelters are active and open and welcoming to you.
In the meantime, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, says several shelters remain open island-wide and first responders are on standby.
Support of, in sport, we have ODPEM. We also have, as I said, enough beds and cots, and we have the military, we have the police force nearby to assist us, and they have been helping to bring in clients to us here.
I mean clients to us. It's like bringing citizens to us.
And despite the risks, residents in Rocky Point, Clarendon say they are ready to tough it out with Hurricane Melissa.
Plans that we have today is anything or anything. So if we have to take it sea or we have to take somewhere, we have to take anywhere. So, but the greatest part, as the government say,
the streamer buffer.
Get the kids them and the people them on a higher ground, on a higher level. So we are the man them now where storm go round a Rocky Point just say, you have a secure 2 sheet of zinc or something so you can get back in your building. You understand? So
How up a stream and a buffer and hold on. Yeah, it's a buffer. Damn.
We have a boat them see and we have the water to come. We just clamp on we engine and drive them all about anywhere we can go with them see. Because something we do already, man.
Now, JUTC buses have been sent to provide transportation for persons needing to leave for higher ground, but it has been difficult.
It's been a challenge, a very difficult challenge. I'm talking about.
Yeah, it'll be very challenging in these times. Let's stop the video here. It's gonna be very challenging times right now in Jamaica. If you see how the 165 wind did a move and wait about to go right now, man. People don't even know what's about to hit them, man. Why the stream start freezing now? Now everything looks smooth on my end, yes, sir.
We have actually for me knee I beg them. But anyhow, I got out 3 bus loads already. This are the last persons. This is the final run. And we
Brother said, yo, me dash out 3 bus load already.
Going back in.
So you have to take a decision.
Yeah, we have already taken that decision too. This is it.
In Ocho Rios, residents arriving at the high school shelter say preparations are far from complete. Our reporter Sandy Williams is there and filed.
Let me have a cut the stream or something, because I can't, don't like this watching experience with that glitch. It can't be a good viewing experience for when I see the stream good or that glitch.
This report.
So right now I'm currently at the Ocho Rios High School, one of the designated emergency shelters as residents prepare for the impact of Hurricane Melissa. So far, only a few people have turned up, but more are slowly making their way here as the weather condition worsens. Still, there are growing concerns about the conditions here.
Okay, we're back. The stream is supposed to run back some more now.
For example, the canteen is closed and there are no blankets available. And some residents here say they feel forgotten. I have Patrick here with me.
I wonder if there's some here news that come from today. People must say they must sleep and there's no cat, nothing, no food, no shelter.
Closed and there are no blankets available. And some residents here say they feel forgotten. I have Patrick here with me. Patrick, you've been here for
and if I didn't dirty hotel there in Jamaica for go, them you never hear them donate nothing. I open up them hotel door to the citizens of Jamaica in no time I need. And then come and do a clean up with dollar, every tourist dollar and send it back to them country.
Yesterday, what has been your experience since you arrived at the shelter?
Well, I came in yesterday about 3:30. When I spoke to the security when I came in. They showed us a place to stay, which was fine, everything was good. But during that, from yesterday until today, what I really needed was like maybe I take 1 blanket with me, but I didn't take any sponge or something like that to sleep. And so it's kind of a little pain to sleep on the decks and to, like a comfortable way.
You see it there? Somebody tell me that saying calling bridging to 9 there. 9 o'clock and the man I say, yo, 2 bench me have to put together and I sleep on. Big up yourself if you're new to the stream. This is YAAD VIBEZ, where YAAD is supporting YAAD days. If you can hit the like and send in more people, if we have a discussion and if you want to participate in a poll, are you prepared for Hurricane Melissa? Yes, no, I'm not in Jamaica.
What I'm saying is that they said the shelter, they would have like sponge or something that you could have to relax. For me, that would be because I know I'm not home, so I just need something to more comfortable. If you're going to give us something and you want us to come to the shelter, then you have to provide what you say you have.
What about the canteen being closed?
Well, on that side, I didn't know about the canteen. It's a lady that came in this morning, let me aware of that. She was asking me if you have any access to the canteen. I was telling her no. She was saying that, like if you need some hot water or something like that, she said, no, because I don't even know where they canteen. When I passed, I see the sign and she was saying they'll be getting somebody to come and do it. I don't know what time or when. Because I have
nobody in a prepared look like the fish shelter them. They don't have no preparation in place. That's what I get from this.
Like some noodles and stuff, or like some hot water to use it up and stuff like that.
All right, thank you, Patrick. So the residents are hoping that supplies will be made available by later this evening, and they're also anxious as the outer bands of Melissa start to lash the north coast.
Boy, I look too good, mama. See you win again. 175, where I keep checking in. All right, more check on the cam. cam them and see what I go on real quick. See if nobody a walk around like in no sense. Alright, this one we're at Transport Center. The one here Maypen. Lord clear to see breeze. Maypen breeze look wicked and look they ain't even close yet. You see how far already? Look how far it there and look on the breeze already. Me tell people say this is not something for joke with that one. Eh? Oh, I'm gonna find Little London, yeah. Since Little London, one of them people, Little London and Westmoreland, they say it's supposed to hit first, right? Little London. Oh, okay, see there. Interesting. Breeze no look so hard at our true in another tree in our place. Alright, we come back to the camps then.
I'm reporting from the Ocho High School in St. Anne, and I'm Sandy Williams for TVJ News.
Meanwhile, Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, Michael Belnavis, has responded to concerns at the Ocho High School.
Well, what we find is that most of the centers, we will provide some assistance during and after the event. So we monitor them and then we send the rations down to the various centers. We've sent personal hygiene items already, like toilet tissue and stuff like that. So that is in place.
Yeah, flushing water and drinking water.
So as the event comes closer or draws nearer, we'll provide additional facilities. But it's an event that...
What kind of more journey you want, brother? This will be there from today.
You manage it and you monitor it and then you provide the assistance. And then thereafter the event itself,
the hurricane come on, man, and I say, when it draw closer. Yeah, how to joke thing this year.
Then go on and evaluate all the losses and then provide help to the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. So it's a process that goes on, but it's not like we come and just drop off a truckload of goods and who come and then who don't come, that type of thing. It's managed and monitored.
I'm trying to take away most of it and give everyone corner to your bridging in my family.
And over in Westmoreland, the local councillor is urging residents to evacuate now. More in this report from Kimberly Petty.
I am here in Whitehall in Negril, Westmoreland, where a few moments ago, the councillor for the Negril division, Arthur Colley, would have given a strict warning to residents to get
I hope them take heed.
Out now.
If you were living,
all them people live in a low line, cause hope I water come with this thing. You see rain how it fall already?
living at a location that you know it's not safe, it is best for you to leave. I'm appealing especially to the persons that live in the Whitehall area to move and move now. What is happening? That the hurricane is coming. It's not a if, it's a must. It is going to hit us, and I'm appealing to the persons, especially in Whitehall, to move to a shelter.
But we're seeing that some residents are adamant that they want to weather the storm at their home.
They look at 2 bags I do down with them flooding water we have come.
If you look...
Hold on, we see Haiti. I go to some international news after this. If they mustn't see what happened to Haiti and there.
Look behind me, you will see a number of sandbags where residents have built up barriers to help to prevent the water from coming in on them. But as you would have spoken to the daughter of this resident, she is warning her mother too.
I already told her that she's more than welcome to come with me and my family. We live on the Beach Road, Norman Manley Boulevard. But I mean, we are in the wedding and events business, and even though we have a warehouse, there are some items that are still at the home. So she's a little bit apprehensive. She doesn't want to
Worry about the material things.
leave her stuff, but
I'm looking for her safety, number one, more than the things that she have. So I would say
The daughter younger, if she no worry about it and she can build it back for you, why you stay in the house for mama?
to her that she should come and stay with me.
Reporting from Whitehall here in Negril, Westmoreland, I am Kimberly Petty for TVJ News.
Thank you, Kimberly. It's now
Respect Kimberly.
time for a break, but when we return, we'll be
We not take break over YAAD VIBEZ.
in a southern
center, but it's not in a condition.
Welcome back to the Midday News. We now join our reporter Kelisha Williams in southern St. Elizabeth.
Thank you. So we're inside a shop here in Flagaman in southern St. Elizabeth. We went to 3 shelters this morning. One I'm looking.
People them will vote no in a poll. Why are you not prepared? We don't want to hear the reason. So if you want to share, feel free for chat. So we'll have the conversation.
Across now from the Flagaman Community Center, but it's not in a condition to be open. They're missing window panes, and I'm inside the shop where some residents will be seeking shelter. This is where they'll be riding out a storm, and I'm here with a resident. Can you tell me?
My name is Philip Gordon.
Mr. Gordon, and why are you here this morning?
Well, I'm here. My house is a zinc roof, and I think it's the safest place to be because this is deck, and we have such.
Smart man, very smart man. You want the under decking under them time.
Nice people, Tony and Mitchie, they decide to shelter the people them. The community center is over there, but it's not open neither, and it's not convenient for the people because it's sink also. So
okay.
This is where we is.
And is there any shelter nearby that you know of that you could have gone to, or this is the only place that you can?
This is the only place we could go for now. Because there is deck building down there, and we have a few deck building around here, and the people, as I said before, they are so nice, they open that they could accommodate a couple of the people from the community to be here, and it's very safe for them.
The reason why I choose to be here, I always come at this place to enjoy ourselves, and the people them is very nice, so we told her that we come in over to shelter here, and she said, oh, you can welcome.
So how is your house, the condition of your house?
Well, my house is Durkaban, but I don't really trust it in barrel. So, I say either I come here because it's a deck place, so I'm more safer here and something. So we are always, a couple of us to get together and play domino last night.
Button down or something, like no button down though.
I enjoy ourselves and like a joke and everything there, so we enjoy ourselves and we wake up okay and give God thanks and praise for everything. So
yeah, I know you say you're enjoying yourself, but are you concerned at all?
Yeah, we're concerned about everyone, but as I said, we should have more shelter for the people. And although they say Pigeon Plains, we should go down there, but are closed, so we cannot do nothing. So we come right here. We're more safer. So she make coffee give us this morning, and we got her, so we feel very happy.
So right now we're on our way to a community called Old Wharf. We're driving behind a resident. He told us that there's a man there. His mother is very ill, but he's unable to take her out of the community because his vehicle is down. So the resident is going to see if he can assist, and we're following to see what's happened. So come with us. I'm going to switch my camera right now. So yes, you're seeing we're driving behind this vehicle in front of us to go.
It look like an apocalypse come natural. Look on the scene.
To Old Wharf. The wind is actually picking up.
Because it went crazy and they never did this so close at this time when them filmed this.
As you can see right now, we also have no electricity. So see you at Old Wharf. Talk to me about, so he got assistance?
Yeah, he got assistance with the vehicle. The vehicle apparently was not starting. Yeah, so he get assistance, and the vehicle is up and running. So we're gonna move, Okay. Yeah.
Look on the wind speed them time there. And look what's to come, 175. When them did a film that day like a morning time, so that shit did probably about in the 145-ish, I'm sure. 160 range. and far out. Yeah, 160 and far out when them do the video. Now we are 175 and closer. Yeah, it no look normal.
So there's no need for you to assist him right now?
No, she's taking out his mother there right now.
Okay. Talking about this community, is it flood prone? What are the dangers here?
Well, prior to other floods, yeah, and the main, yeah, we get a lot of flooding. And since then dig the drain to the sea, yeah, it's a bit, not that flooding, amount of flooding you have. So, but this hurricane is a different thing. Okay. So, all areas.
That me say too, they wanna like it have been bring destruction. And Jamaica take very long time to recover from this if you go how if you projected. What y'all think? Let me hear in the comment in the chat. YAAD vibes, YAAD is supporting YAAD is.
This is me a cut off entrance leading to Treasure Beach. Yeah, so it's a high risk right now.
So we're trying to get a comment from the resident. Here is putting his mother in the vehicle. Apparently, as you heard earlier, the vehicle is now up, but he declined to speak to us. So we're off to another community.
And our reporter Andrea Chisholm was at the press briefing and joins us now with other major announcements.
Thank you very much. Well, the press conference ended a few minutes ago here at the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, where we...
I want to see where international news them as local. They'll come back to local. Hurricane, Melissa, Jamaica. See if we can filter this bad boy down to today. What go on the ground today?
Category 5, Hurricane Melissa is closing in on Jamaica as a massive Category 5 storm.
The storm is forecast to bring up to 40 inches of rain to the Caribbean nation. Experts say Melissa is now the strongest storm on the planet this year.
And we're looking live right now into Kingston, Jamaica. You can see the surf is already picking up there in the harbor. The streets are clear as they begin to prepare for what will likely be the most powerful storm ever to hit that island nation. As much as 40 inches of rain expected.
Other areas of the Caribbean are also bracing for Melissa. This is video out of Cuba, where the hurricane's expected to hit there tomorrow night. Local 10 has all you need to know. We're live on the ground in Montego Bay with conditions at this hour.
And let's begin now with Aaron Maven. Aaron has much more on what's happening right now in Montego Bay, that resort area. Aaron?
Yeah, right now we are in this moment of calm and peace.
Yo, Aaron, just give me that vibe. I don't know.
Why are you gay? But everyone here in Montego Bay knows that the clock is ticking before a powerful Category 5 hurricane strikes. With Hurricane Melissa preparing to pummel Jamaica, people across the island are getting ready for a direct hit.
I hope for the safety of the entire island, obviously.
The country is bracing for what could be the strongest hurricane to ever make landfall here.
It looks serious. I mean, obviously with this kind of, I live in Florida for so long that we're accustomed to the hurricane, but obviously you have to take the warning, but this one looks very intense.
Riyadh Mohammed is from Pembroke Pines. With the airports closed, he's stuck in Montego Bay until the storm passes.
Well, it's a bit uneasy because I'm here by myself. My family is back home.
Hurricane Melissa is expected to produce record rainfall and damaging winds. Leaders say catastrophic flooding and landslides are likely. One thing you want Jamaicans to take away from this conversation, what's your main message to Jamaicans right now?
As a small island developing state, we are faced with existential risks and threats, and this is one of them. Oftentimes we hear of systems coming, but we don't take it seriously.
Some areas
and it still look like them not take it serious up to this point.
Resources are running out. This fuel pump is covered and closed. The station is out of gas.
They do need to take precaution, board up whatever, secure whatever loose stuff is outside.
Mandatory evacuations were ordered in at least 7 flood-prone communities across Jamaica, some refusing to leave. Jamaica's Prime Minister with this message.
Category 5 would be a really bad disaster.
You think?
But what I don't want is for Jamaicans to get into a depression that it would be the end of the world.
Fuck you mean people about to lost everything in life, their loved ones and all type of thing. Like, what's wrong with you, dude?
What I want you to always be is positive.
So the Prime Minister of Jamaica, very positive right there, but he was also grim at times, saying that no infrastructure in this entire region can withstand a Category 5 hurricane.
Okay, you better best believe.
That's why leaders are telling people to seek shelter. By the way, guys, in the last few seconds, it started raining here in Montego Bay. Things only expected to deteriorate throughout the night and, of course, tomorrow as well. We're live in Montego Bay tonight. Aaron Mabin, Local 10 News.
Aaron, usually an issue with a lot of big storms, as we found out over the years, that people tend to stick around and they want to stay and ride it out. Are you hearing that most people are going to take the necessary precautions?
You know, people here in Montego Bay seem to be taking the
Peace, K.
necessary precautions, whether that's talking to loved ones, you know, getting and stocking up food and things like that. Over the weekend, though, there was this urgent push, Calvin, to really get people in those low-lying areas, those flood-prone areas to get out, and those mandatory evacuations happened. They even had buses arrive, but again, some people can just be really stubborn and decided not to leave.
Stubborn one, them better know what them up against.
Well, it is a monster storm, so hopefully everybody stays safe. Aaron, thank you.
So we're going to Haiti or how that shit flood out enough place. I don't know, we just watch. Cincinnati family stuck. Alright, like some waterfall.
We begin tonight with our team and George Solis in the storm's path in Jamaica. George, it's just starting to pick up where you are.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. The sky's looking a lot more ominous. The rain coming down at a good clip and the winds picking up, and that is only expected to intensify. Officials urging everyone to hunker down and stay off the roads as we are just hours away from this potentially historic landfall. Tonight, Hurricane Melissa on a collision course with Jamaica. Outer bands of the monster.
I wonder if Jamaican people there watch them news and see them news. I mean, I think enough of them way behave normal and I go like nothing happen. I don't think they see them on news.
Category 5 storm roaring ashore.
We are real worried because it might just rip the whole place apart.
The island is bracing for dangerous winds up to 175 miles an hour, 30 to 40 inches of rain, and life-threatening storm surge. Officials warning flash floods and landslides could be catastrophic, and power outages may last weeks or even months. A dose of heavy wind and rain expected to pummel the island. Low-lying areas expected to flood, and infrastructure is expected to suffer. This stunning satellite image captured lightning flashes inside Melissa's eye wall. But the storm is so powerful, a NOAA hurricane hunting aircraft reportedly had to turn back. If Melissa makes landfall as a Category 5, it will be the strongest hurricane ever in Jamaica. What is the message to the island?
This is as strong and serious a storm as we've ever contemplated. Now is not the time to panic, but it is the time to complete your plans and preparations.
Many tourists staying at resorts that dot the
I want time to play around.
coastline race to get out before the airport's closed. But American honeymooners Kyle Peel and Kelsey Helotke decided to ride out the storm at their hotel.
Them alright, them in a hotel.
In the bank account in case we get stuck here for a little longer than expected.
The slow-moving storm has claimed at least 4 lives in the Dominican Republic and Haiti.
You see water when this is way weaker. I hate it.
Now high-risk neighborhoods in Jamaica are under mandatory evacuation orders, though officials say some are refusing to leave.
If you're smart, we can work together. If you are not, unfortunately, you will pay the consequences.
George joins us again live tonight. And George, Jamaica is likely going to need a lot of help after this storm, but getting aid in may be challenging.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. That's because one of the airports here in Kingston is barely above sea level. It is there off in the distance, and that's not all. The roads and the infrastructure here could be an absolute mess once Melissa passes. Tom?
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top
All
stories
right.
on the NBC News.
Thank you for that, cause shit not look normal right now. We see them breeze look crazy.
As authorities are warning of landslides and life-threatening floods, residents are grabbing what they can from local grocery stores, and with all the airports closed, a lot of tourists will be forced to ride out the storm. Go to our free streaming app for more information on Hurricane Melissa. You can find the latest track and live cameras in Jamaica on WFAA+.
And Pete is here to give us an update on the Cat 5 storm. You said calling it catastrophic.
Yes, I'm afraid the impacts will be catastrophic. I mean,
People abroad more worried for local Jamaicans than local Jamaicans worry for themselves. That may I notice the trend there.
winds right now, the winds are 175. They're gusting over 200 miles an hour. There's nothing to indicate that it's going to weaken before it makes landfall. It's about 140 miles off the coast right now. Landfall's around 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's
so
just...
it'll probably make landfall before the sun is even
Oh,
out,
yeah,
too,
yeah, it'll make
dark,
landfall
yeah.
before sunrise. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel it's just a horrible situation to be in for those folks there.
Yeah.
It really, really is. Where do you go?
Yeah, you're on an island.
Yeah, I know. So let me show you this. Here we go. Outside right now, and you can see the eye. I mean, look at that eye. My goodness. So well defined. Right there. Category 5, 140 miles off the coast. Let me go back real fast and show you this. Yeah, look at the wind gusts, 215 miles an hour. Sustained winds of 175. And it's just crawling along, which is terrible. Crawling along to the northwest of 3. And you ask, well, why is it a bad thing if it's moving so slowly? Well, number one, it's moving, once it makes landfall, if it doesn't speed up its forward speed, the slower it is, the longer it's going to take to get out of there, right? So right now, it's expected to move very slowly over the west side of the island of Jamaica.
And I think the more slow I go, the more water I pick up, right?
There's your landfall about 5 o'clock in the morning, then it makes another land.
All right. Let's see some more on the ground news. Let me say that, so.
In Jamaica, earlier in the day when you saw him on Fox Weather, he was on the south side of the island. Now he's on the north side of the island preparing for the strongest storm to maybe ever hit Jamaica. Let's bring it to you now. He's at St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica. Robert, thank you for joining us tonight. Walk us through truly what the last several hours have been like for you.
Well, Steve, you know, we started off in Kingston, the capital city. We've been there for days reporting and, you know, watching the evolution of Melissa as it's meandered all over the place. What we realized this morning as it was upgraded to a Category 5 was the fact that, you know something, we've got to potentially talk about making a move. We knew we were not going to go to where the center of circulation was going to make landfall tomorrow morning. Absolutely way too dangerous. Potential for 160 mile an hour winds, Category 5. We're not going to do that. But what we did.
Category 5, 175. Crazy work in Jamaica.
As we looked at the trajectory and how the landfall would come into Jamaica and then cut to the northeast. And so we took the interstate up about an hour and a half here to the north side of Jamaica, and we're in St. Anne's. We are about 50 miles, maybe 60 miles to the east of Montego Bay, and we have a very secure structure that we have rented here. We feel very...
Of course, our money dog is going like...
comfortable with the situation, and we are not going to be on the water, by the way. We are up the hillside and in a very fortified structure. We'll send in video.
Yes, we know this guy, big TV station, sending down multi-billion-dollar facts. When you ask the hotel, them a big hotel, them say, yeah, you can't warm up some of the hotel door for YAAD people them in some area. Every year now make billions of dollars out of Jamaica. No warm up some of them door, you know.
Video of that later to kind of give everybody a feel for what we're doing. But you know, as we stand here right now, look at the Caribbean Sea, or that's just the Atlantic actually, on the north side. It is so calm out there right now. The sun is going down and a light mist, a light rain, and a very slight breeze. Nothing significant. Having said that, Steve, we've had power outages not too far from here. Transformers blow already because of wind gusts that have occurred, just random wind gusts from outer bands that have made their way here. So as we stand right here, we're at a restaurant. Thankfully, they've given us the ability to use their backup power generator. Sharky's is the name of the restaurant here, and they're allowing us to transmit with our lights here. So thank you to Sharky's for allowing us to stand here and get the signal out. But gosh, if we haven't already seen it, look at the video from Kingston this morning and people boarding up and preparing, and you see the mountains surrounding Kingston in that valley right on the harbor on the southeast corner of Jamaica. And that is where major flooding is going to occur, and landslides are going to come off those mountains, and roads are going to be compromised, and the airport will take storm surge and not open up for a very long time. We're going to have mass power outages. We may lose cell phone data and signals, all serious, serious issues. But I do want to give a glimmer of hope. Jamaicans helping each other, trying to get through this. 3 million Jamaicans going through all this together and having the ability to understand that this is going to be a very tough period. Steve Dunn.
Thief them out there too. Crazy.
Owns basically a home store in downtown Kingston. And we talked to him. Have a listen.
Well, it's all about preparation. So I guess we have been advised by the government and ODPEM to make additional preparation in terms of having tin products, water, additional water, power supply, batteries, basic necessities. So we survive over the next couple of days.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, that is the mantra here. What's the survival going to be over the next couple of days? And frankly, it's not going to be a couple of days. It's going to be weeks, maybe even months in some of these areas.
Yeah, say years. I can't stand it.
Again, you know, we made this move up here because we feel that some of the strongest winds are going to be coming through this pocket of Jamaica. Now, the absolute strongest are going to be on the landfall area in the southwest. We're not going to be there. Way too dangerous, way too risky. We value all of our lives incredibly too much, but we likely up here could get well over 100-mile-an-hour wind gusts coming through here, again, with significant rain and power outages. It may be very difficult, Steve, to traverse.
People already say, yo, people are going to use the hurricane to start beg money, you know. Anybody don't beg me. Well, again, people are run from the beggars, so I don't know.
In the aftermath of this, there's going to be debris down, vegetation, power lines all over the roadways. I experienced it during Beryl in July 2024, and that was not even a landfall. And what we experienced really in some spots was low-end Category 1 hurricane force winds, and it decimated many areas. Government is all over this. Shelters are open all over the country, and people are literally bracing. We just had some of our last food. We went to a pizza shop owned by a family over here. We got pizzas. We're going to bring it back to our fortified structure, and that's what we're going to be eating probably for the next several days, along with every granola bar we could get and waters, and we'll help anybody that is in need that we see in the coming days. Steve?
So important, Robert, to give us kind of the sense of what's happening there in Jamaica. I want to ask you about tomorrow, because you are our man on the ground. You've kind of planned this out. I know a lot of our viewers are wondering, what is this going to be like tomorrow? Can you walk us through your plan as you take on this landfall on the northern side of the island, ultimately what we could see from you?
Well, we're going to start reporting at 6 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. here in Jamaica, which is the central time zone in the U.S. And, you know, we will be in a very serious situation at that point with those bans coming in because that.
Why it seems like people abroad more worried for people, local people in Jamaica, citizens of Jamaica. Multiple people more worried. I don't know.
That's landfall is potentially between 7 and 9, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So we'll begin to feel the impacts. And throughout the day, as the system treks to the northeast.
Okay, what kind of Spanish that you type? We know our Creole, our French. What I don't understand that.
East and makes its way to this particular area of Jamaica, we will experience the wrath of Hurricane Melissa. Yeah, it will not be a Category 5 at that point. It will lessen to a Category 4. But what you have to understand about Jamaica is it's about 160 miles wide, perhaps 60 miles up and down, north-south. It's not huge, but the terrain is what is so difficult, and that's why all this rain is going to come down off the mountainsides and create flash flooding. And on top of that, the winds are going to rip up the vegetation and the power lines. And
that mean vegetable I go through the roof. And you're not going to have no vegetable local produce for months in Jamaica. Be an import food and I go hit the island after this.
Some of the structures that are already maybe in compromised positions, depends on where you're at in the island. We have a very long reporting journey ahead, but
if you can hit the like as a support, get more people in the chat. This is YAAD VIBEZ. YAAD is supporting. YAAD is big up yourself wherever you're at. Hope you stay safe and protected.
That's why we're here. We're going to show the human aspect of everything. We're going to show Mother Nature's fury. And this is not AI. In this new world we live in on the social media platforms where people are making things up, we're already seeing videos that are not real coming out of Jamaica. We're going to be showing you the reality of the scenario while keeping ourselves safe so we can get out there and report the effects, the impacts, and what happens in a humanitarian crisis that will unfold. That is what is going to happen.
That's a promise here from Robert Ray, and it's an important one, Robert, because in the reality of where we're at, a lot of people are concerned and they don't know what's real until we put a face to it and until you put a voice, and that's why you are there. Important, my friend. Thank you so much for getting.
Respect Robert, we'll see what is going. What the update on it? Alright, still there at this has a reset. Okay, we're still at 175 miles per hour, Category 5. Still heading in the path of Jamaica. Let's go check on the camp to see where Little London and Westmoreland look like. Since this is going to be one of them first place to get impacted. Okay, rain look light. Then we see if we see the wind halfway through and nobody outside. Okay, it's a couple dog outside, there's a couple Ruperts. Camera stick. Okay, this is halfway through where I look on here, so. It's a couple dog out, we don't see no car, we don't see no people, so that's good. Like some people I take look a warning. Alright, let's see Devon House. Remember we just look how far already and Holy Parina fall. Yeah, okay, you see showers. Halfway through with the pan that. Where is this? Transport Center. So like people must stay off the street so far, right people? Apart this one a Maypen. We da look on one way tree them they da rip wicked them. We need to find back that feed there. Alright, Maypen camera like it a stick. A Chinese camera them there government cam. Right. Remember last night we looked on Flatbush never so high. Flatbridge. Hey, look on Flatbridge. Look earlier in the day. Look here. You see how this rise up already? Look there. Hold on, let me put this on full screen. Look on Flatbridge earlier. Look on Flatbridge now. Me just say it, you know, me say in time the hurricane start hit Jamaica, this a flat bridge I cover up. I know rain even fall and look on it right now. And people are take this thing lightly. Look on, me make it on flat bridge. Little London, alright, let's see. A me pen the breezes a blow. Look on the window, me pen. Wind a blow hard at me pen. People should not take this lightly in Jamaica. All right.
Got an extensive update from the different ministers with different portfolios of government. We heard from the local government minister, the minister responsible for water, the prime minister, and the minister responsible for works, as well as the Met Office. Now, one of the things that surfaced during this press conference was the issue of mandatory evacuation. Now, yesterday, a mandatory evacuation order was issued for 7 communities across 4 parishes. Those included Port Royal in Kingston, Portland Cottage in Clarendon, as well as Rocky Point. And in St. Catherine, we had Old Harbour Bay, for St. Andrew, Taylorland, Bull Bay, in St. Andrew, New Haven, and Riverton City. The ODPEM has advised us that they have been going into these communities with the security forces to compel people, tell them about moving and to get higher ground before the flooding as a result of Hurricane Melissa starts. Another update that came from the National Works Agency, we were told that there were 15 reports that reached their center. Those reports included issues of fallen trees, downed power lines, and rock falls, and all but
what section that?
one road, as at the press conference, was reopened, and that road was in the St. Anne's Bay area, close to the roundabout. Now, the issue of shelters has also been a hot-button topic, and local government minister Desmond McKenzie made it clear that over 800 shelters were opened, and 76 of such shelters were seeing activities with about 972 persons being in those shelters. Clarendon had the highest number of occupants, 311, St. Thomas 227, Kingston and St. Andrew 179. Now, we're giving you the highlights from the press conference. Another talking point was that of the Jamaica Public Service. There were no major incidents reported on the grid, according to Energy Minister YAAD VIBEZ, and based on the heightened wind and rainfall, they had to be reducing or curtailing power supply. And there were 51,439 persons without power as at 9 a.m. 51,439 JPS customers. In the west, that was 65% without power, 10% in the east, and the central part of the island, 25%. Information Minister Dana Morris-Dixon stated that there will be, or there should be, another press conference later on this evening. So we will be here standing by to give you the very latest on what's happening with Hurricane Melissa. It's back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And we now head to a quick break. When we return, we'll have the midday sports package.
Yeah, we now hitch. Let's see what the latest. Oh, I'm going to feed homeless people, man. What am I to feed homeless?
From crossroads to halfway tree, they journeyed across the city in search of those unable to find a shelter ahead of Hurricane Melissa. Along the way, they met at least a dozen people still on the plazas, unsure of where they would spend the night. As they waited, one challenge stood out above all: hunger. There was simply no food.
We were talking to them, and I think one of the main reasons why they decided not to go into the shelters is because they think that they wouldn't be getting any food to eat.
That's when the newsroom, led by Shamela Pullen and Rashida Walker, became a blessing, a true godsend, that even for a moment, these individuals were fed and reminded that they are not forgotten.
Finished serving some homeless people hot meals, and now we're heading back to TVJ. Just remember that we are live on air at Television Jamaica. We are giving you updates every hour on the hour. about Hurricane Melissa. And remember that we also have our newscast at 7, so stay tuned.
In the end, smiles replaced worry. They didn't have much to give, but they were grateful for the chance to touch a few lives. With a ray of hope, I'm Hal Shane Burke.
Monitoring Melissa, a Category 5 hurricane expected to make a landfall in St. Elizabeth in a matter of hours. We'll take a look at the system's location and the impact felt across the island so far. Plus, the
we're there, feet.
Homeless on the streets of
Welcome to YAAD VIBEZ.
Kingston. Where will they ride out the storm? Hello and welcome to the latest update on TVJ. I'm Milton Walker.
Where you watching from? Where you watching from? It's a brother playing phone pan here.
This path benefits overnight then.
More of the showers and thunderstorms that have been affecting the island will continue tonight and tomorrow.
Want to see what going on the ground?
Will depend on Sandy Williams reports. Again, our WhatsApp number 876-254-0693. And as Hurricane Melissa bears down on Jamaica, residents of flood-prone communities in St. Anne are seeking refuge in emergency shelters. But as our news team found out, not all of those facilities in St. Anne are ready to provide comfort and care. The vulnerable depend on. Sandy Williams reports.
It's a slow and cautious role for Herman Bryan, a man bound to a wheelchair and bound too by circumstance. He made his way to the Clarksonville All-Age School early Monday, seeking safety from Hurricane Melissa's fury.
You know, Cleveland is a place like water. And when we live, I just me alone. And there was a button.
You know, nobody can call pan for back down your house, uncle.
The Prime Minister give me a house. How many living in about? So I say, it is here, I come and shelter one. The glass print up. I have a soul.
Damn, that sucks, man.
His home is one of St. Anne's most flood-prone communities, but the shelter where he hoped to find safety offered little comfort. No cots, no beds, not even a place to cook a meal.
Yeah, them sitting there and them all government go to tell people about go a shelter, and them not even provide the bare minimum. I'm busy, I cuss out enough of them hotel to Jamaica when I help.
Everything on my plate for myself.
But not all shelters across the parish are in such dire straits. Over in Brownstown, those seeking refuge at the high school have found better conditions and peace of mind.
Where we live, the place is leaking. If you rain on the barely fall, you have to set pan and put plastic on the beds. And the ceiling, I told it's very bad because inside the house, if the thing you put inside, the ceiling drop out. So the zinc have a lot of holes. So when the rain fall, and last year when the barrel come, it blew off. Didn't get no help. So as I heard that this hurricane is more stronger, so I make a preparation, say I'm going to live and I'm not going.
We a changa, mama, we a changa, it a come hard. Best believe. Don't play no game.
Into it. After every, like, you know, after I blow, I'm going to regret it, and so I see. I reach out for help.
For the most vulnerable, special care has been taken. Patients from the St. Anne Infirmary, perched dangerously close to the sea in Prairie, have been moved to Marcus Garvey Technical High School, where proper facilities await them.
And because of storm surge, there could be a potential harm. So we have a fiduciary responsibility to ensure that all the infirmary are, you know, they're under our care. So we bring them to the Marcus Garvey.
We blood infrastructure them the way we make it all man with the 1 foot no can go.
I mean, we set up a mini hostel for them right here. We have provided the water tank.
You say people are sitting on a hard desk, no cut.
The tank for the water. We have the generators for the refrigeration. They have cots and so on in one of the school rooms. So they cook for them and they maintain them. They have all the medication because some of them are, have medical issues also.
Across St. Anne, 80.
You ain't talk about people, some of them. But I tell you, what the brother start with no care in him. Watch one video upon him earlier. Him not no care in him.
Stand ready on paper, but for some, readiness is only in name. Sandy Williams, TVJ News.
Now over in Clarendon, close to 1,000 people have been relocated to hurricane shelters. Some began to heed the call to evacuate at the last minute as Melissa became even more powerful. Details in this report from Dwayne Anderson.
Things have been running smoothly. As the buses comes in, we register the persons immediately and show them where they'll be staying, the classroom they'll be staying in. There's a whole lot of children. At 12 o'clock, the registration numbers are, we have at least 86 children here. Total registration at 12 o'clock is 242 persons. Some persons have stuff, some foods were dropped off from yesterday. Persons are sharing. There's one big family here. They're cooperating and doing the best they can with what they have. We just had a bus came in about 10 minutes ago, and as far as I know, buses are still coming in. Registration is ongoing. We're still registering because it's now after 12 and we still have persons coming in.
We have a lot of things here for you take care of. We can't move unless we can't.
Uncle, you see what I come? See, you come like you say this is you come like one beast. You see what I come? Papa, you come like you see what I go on. Hold on.
You know them back away our house or anything. Well, I mean, if he say we are going to get no jerk, yeah, so like, oh.
All right, you can blood clot on there.
Well, certain people, people are going to get other jerk on people, but if he say we see a thing now,
Oh, you feel. And blood clot on about your feelings.
Yeah, because we are only for building and buildings to go in tall and tall, or you understand, if water fi come, all in a boat, sit there in a boat, them.
Yeah, man, go in a boat, see if that blood clot and breathe. When you wake up in Russia, you end up in a...
Put them, see them there. We go in and them go sit down with the cloak, them we have on, till daylight.
Yeah, man, you know, so we can secure, we are secure with something them, because we know what happened last time, happened this time.
What happened last time?
Whole heap of people get damaged and whole heap of place.
All right. If you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going.
Blow away. Whole heap of damage it going on something. Now we're more secure. Yeah. We sorry we couldn't fold up all the building them. And secure them too. Because you can see empty. That means every boat there on the land. So we know we are secure a boat, we are secure ourselves too.
The police did a fantastic job with us yesterday, getting into the community themselves, announcing and asking the resident to heed the call. And I want to thank them.
Enough of them now take heed, master.
Very much for that. From my desk, I realized that the most impactful area that is going to be on our plate would have been the Portland Cottage, Rocky Point, the Farker Beach area, Milk River, all the way back into Racecourse and in Mitchelltown, Lioneltown, that belt. I had discussion with Minister Charles, and we decided we were going to bring in the JUTC buses. I made connection with them, and that you can see they're here with us. I housed them here last night, take care of them, and they were able to roll out pretty early this morning. And I must commend them for the job that they has done. We're in the last few hours now before the real ding dong, and I'm hoping that God will spare us, and we will be able to ride out this storm.
My name is Maurice Archer. I'm a single operator at the JUTC. I'm down here with my team trying to evacuate persons. It's been
Thank you for risking your life for trying to help evacuate people. I hope them listen.
a challenge, a very difficult challenge. I'm talking about we have I slept on my knee, I beg them.
Why it have to be so hard though? Why?
Well, you know, I've got out 3 busloads already. These are the last persons. This is the final run, and then we're going back in.
The authorities here in Jamaica, they've regularly told the country that Clarendon is one of the most high-risk and at-risk parishes when it comes to flooding. And so far, some...
When we have a real talk, why it have to be so difficult when all the signs are show that this thing is coming strong, heavy, with more water. And not only that, you already see examples in Haiti, and they are at a way lower speed. Why people so confident when the evidence out there? Somebody can answer that and help me in the chat. Please look at it. Hit the like button if you just forward in there. This is YAAD VIBEZ. YAAD is supporting YAAD. We are trying to build a network of people we want common sense and want to bring back the good in Jamaica. That is the aim over here, sir.
Parts really holding up to that unfortunate tag. Just some parts here in the southern and central parts just started to well up with water. Just a while ago, I was forced to make a U-turn and find an alternate route as I continue to make my way here across the parish just minutes to 6 o'clock on Monday evening, just to see how the parish is holding up. Reporting for TVJ News, I am Dwayne Anderson.
Okay, we're gonna just stay.
Man, say I forget down Panini and a big people in a low line area if we move out and evacuate. Damn.
Pen, and we're gonna have a look at the camera that's in the town center there.
Alright, this outdated. We go check the live one. Alright, we go check the live one for waiting, yeah. Look for Milk River. Flatbridge. Earlier in the day. Look all the water did there. Boom. But yeah, man, it's an overflow, man. I tell you, if your camera is still on too. Look at London, this is Westmoreland where to go hit first. Halfway tree. No ads over here. You see wind, blood cleat. Halfway tree when I hit heavy. It's a brother head up on the road out a drive. How much we say there? We say there 175, still category 5. And they're quite away from Jamaica. We part this Maypen. Look on the breeze of Maypen. Tell you, this is not gonna be normal, you know. Look there. You see car, brother, you see it a push the car. When you see wind, look on the breeze. Let me see if we have another camera out there. Come like some of them are get knocked out. Oh damn, it's too dark, we can't see. Devon's house. Oh, that's a jerk man did there last night. Alright, we come back, update later. Back to the briefing.
Make its exit through the border of Trelawney and St. James, where Dumfries is located. Hendon, Norwood, Montego Bay, rain in Gregory.
Closer to Jamaica, and the severity of her threat became apparent, residents of St. Elizabeth started to make their way to emergency shelters across the parish. We caught up with some who said they've been at the Santa Cruz Primary School since Sunday.
Give thanks to the government for heads up, like we know what going on, because we don't want no disaster and something to people and things. So just give thanks and praise so we are under the shelter, you know. So here we go on. We want to look aid. We want some little bed for some little elder people when I know bed and there's something there, you know, and some other people and the younger one them. Some of we got a little bed still, yes, but we want more bed, you know. And more little food, little water and everything.
That sound like a common theme in Jamaica, like there's no cuts all over these hurricane zones where them have. None of them shelter and no cut a wagwan. Yeah, our mama go get him medicine and them sitting there. And she has such a asthma.
Food or that shelter for get with it. Nothing. They say prepare and they are bed pan dirt. Mr. Woman they lie down right now at all. And I dead for hungry. Me not get nothing. At this me have my carry things in my yard. Nothing. Me pay up me cram. Me came walk this man.
Something like wickedness.
Black River Mayor Richard Solomon responded.
We would have encouraged persons to bring along whatever it is that they can. We make special provision for persons who are homeless. We get the report from the manager and we hear the situation and we are in dialogue in terms of getting some more supplies for them there.
But for Member of Parliament for North East St. Elizabeth Zulika Jess, the situation is disappointing.
Yesterday, for example, when I checked on shelters,
They must blood clot disappointing. Imagine you're here. Evacuate. We have help phone, we have help, we have food. We don't have to worry about nothing. We don't have bed and we don't go to nothing.
in Thornton and Quickstep, they were without beds, they were without cots, blankets, etc. I had to make contact with the local parish council, and thankfully the mayor was quite responsive and gave us an assurance that supplies would be sent over to those shelters. The councillor Champion Myers for Thornton Primary School Shelter actually did quite a bit of heavy lifting in order to get the material in the form of cots and blankets and other flashlights and so forth made available to the shelter, because the council indicated that they didn't have any flashlights for the shelter manager, they didn't have any water boots, etc. So we've had to step in and...
I don't know this in advance and I see what happened to Haiti. Why do we have it so last minute as Jamaicans? I don't know.
Try and assist as best as we can. As the Member of Parliament, it is not my responsibility to find cots or beds or
All right, so what is your responsibility? What we're hearing?
blankets, but I have been trying my very best to see how we can assist the process by reaching out to the relevant authorities. I have personally delivered food packages to some of the shelters, even though, again, it's not my responsibility to do so.
By 3 o'clock...
See, she just keep on. It's not my responsibility. It's not my... All right. But we don't hear nothing where for your responsibility, though. Everything she's not responsible for. Tell about them politicians, I want to love prayers.
Monday afternoon, only 6 persons sought refuge at the Braze River Community Center. That shelter had ample supplies of bedding, food, and water, but it has no windows. At the Grosmond Bridge in Braze River, we saw a stick placed in the road to warn motorists of its deteriorating condition. The bridge connects the communities of Balaclava, Elim, Siloa, and even Manchester in the north. The government had promised to fix it from 2017, but with that yet to materialize, residents fear the worst for the structure. Now the mayor says as Hurricane Melissa
2017 to now, 9 years.
gets closer to making landfall in the parish, the focus is
2017. Oh yeah.
now on getting persons in vulnerable areas to evacuate before it is too late. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
And remember, we want you to tell us what's happening in your area on WhatsApp us at 876-254.
Big up yourself. I hope you stay safe. Wherever you want, if you're in America, England, Canada, Jamaica, in the Caribbean, Trinidad, Bahamas, big up yourself, stay safe.
Hello, I'm Sheena. I'm Melanie. I'm Elad.
Alright, keep it pushing, man.
Florence Hall in Trelawney, it's currently raining and it's windy. Or reporting at Kinsky Robinson.
I don't know if I want to cut inside here because in here pull up and we don't see any other way out. Kind of this person sitting and sleeping on the cardboard and sleeping outside on the bed.
I can't hear the audio that clear.
Emergency shelters to house evacuees.
Because they have 8 people them are asleep and I talk about them have cat and something.
And we are planning to
explore.
Encouraged to access facilities provided by the Poor Relief Department. As conditions worsen, the authorities say they're monitoring the homeless population closely, with mobile teams dispatched across the city to transport anyone found in flood-prone zones. But those along King Street say outside of a proper home, they feel the most protected lingering in the Justice District, which doubles as a place of shelter and safety.
We're more protected.
Yeah, more protected, I mean, sure.
Yeah, because of the outer community we are violent. But sometimes we have men who pass around and throw stone and drop stone and while sleeping.
Meanwhile, Ms. Brady says very few stay in poor relief shelters after emergencies. However, efforts are being made to change that.
We're trying to change that narrative, and what I would encourage is that individuals should come and not assume maybe based on past experience, but know that we offer a dignified space and they will be treated well if they come to us. So I'll encourage individuals to come in and not stick to the stigma.
Those in the new Kingston Business District who have refused relocation remain a grave concern for the authorities. Nakinski Robinson, TVJ News.
And our reporter Kalisha Williams is in southeastern St. Elizabeth and filed this report.
Thank you so much. So we are now in Beacon, St. Elizabeth, still in southern St. Elizabeth, where the center of Hurricane Melissa should pass close or directly over this area. And as I said earlier, I'm in Beacon. I don't know if some of you remember last year during Hurricane Beryl, where there was a viral video going around with Reverend Tommy Lee singing in his church as a storm. The wrath of Beryl was being felt outside.
All my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so.
And he's now here with me, and you've moved from that area and you're here now. Talk to me about just what's going on now.
So what's going on now? So this is the home that we're at now from Beryl. It's a family home, so they give us a permission to live here. And the owner is here at this point in time. It is also his first time going through a storm, but he's here with us. And we have made proper preparations, in getting the place, in tune. The windows are buttoned up, and we feel a little bit safer now. Even though my little daughter, the one that was in video, she has been she slept last night with one eye closed, one eye open.
Wow.
Every sound that she hears, she was up. So we're comforting them.
So there's still some trauma there.
Yes, because when they heard that the storm was coming, she started showing that worry, that kind of worry. So we will have to be there, encouraging her. And I was even encouraging them and saying to them, remember that we're in a more sturdy building now. You understand? So we are much safer now than last year.
And how do you feel as well now that you're here as well? Because I know you must have been concerned for your family last year during that time.
Yes, being here, I'm feeling much comfortable now, and because last year, as I said, we didn't have that comfort as we did wanted. But then but I'm still have a little worry because there are persons in our community who lives in homes that are not, but also even since we are here, there are persons who will be staying over with us at this point in time.
Can you say how many people?
5 persons will be staying over, 5 females. Okay. So we just went over to assist a young lady with her daughter to come over. So they'll be staying here, and two other lady from down the bottom in the lane will be coming also to stay with us here at this point in time. And I feel very good to know that where we are at, persons can be able to be safe.
Okay. And you have all your essential items. You were able to take that from your property to here as well?
Yes. So we have all essential items, and we stock up on food and supplies and support. We even had a generator at this point in time, just the same. So in case of power outage, we can have it to help us.
But there's no power here now. So
no
any
power
plans
here
to set up this soon?
Yes, short, because everything is already in place. So the card and everything, gas and everything. So it's just when we're ready to utilize the house, we'll be able to get it up and running.
Okay, so you'll be. So when did you come over? Today? Last night?
No, it was from last year.
Oh, so you moved here from last year?
Yeah, we moved here from last year, from Beryl. No, we moved here from last year.
Okay.
So we're still here because where we live is not complete as yet either. So this is our home for now.
Oh, so you're doing some rebuilding around
Yes,
here?
we're doing the rebuilding run by the church property.
Okay, thank you so much and stay safe and all the best to you and your family.
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Williams.
Well, thank you so much. So right now, it's back to you in studio. I'll be here on the ground and I'll continue to provide some more updates from southern St. Elizabeth.
And we're going to stay in St. Elizabeth in Great Bay, where residents were advised to evacuate as rising sea levels and strong winds threatened homes close to the shoreline. But despite the warnings, some have chosen to stay, saying they've weathered storms before.
In 65, right, and we see Gilbert, we see the full force of Gilbert, and the sea, as far as I grew up, I never hear nobody say them ever see the sea come further than the road, right? Gilbert, what happened is we have a bluff, we have something named a bluff, and it's much different from most beaches in Jamaica, Great Bay. We have a bluff that it goes out from here, from where the beach starts, to our next beach we call Back Seaside.
So you think that will be able to save you here?
Yes.
Still, many admit the mental strain of living through yet another hurricane will be heavy once the winds die down.
We just have a hurricane, we just have one hurricane, terrible hurricane. Wow, and it set people on an edge right now. And then the media again, the media which is sending so much information and telling the people, go where it cannot, trust me.
Plus, you have some regular people who will give bad information out there too. Today, one man has come to me, yo, I go pass, you know, I go pass. I'm saying, yeah man, I pass, man, I pass. I'm saying, oh, you know. Me, I watch it on the news, me hear it on the news. I'm saying, okay, I'm go check your radar, I'm pull up your radar. I'm check out, I see ice till I go through Jamaica. Let me say, brother, come look here. You know, say, I go through Jamaica, so where you get that news from? Hold on, I'm check mine, I'm check pull up a radar on my phone, where me get it from, and then pull up it. It say the same thing. So me say, well, you tell me, say, I go move forward, and you show you one, and you show me another thing. So me say, yo, are your opinion you give me? Yeah, man, I'm opinion, me I give you an opinion. So me say, why would they give me opinion where you have the satellite to show you, say, I go through. And I say, you see, people that can mislead people and give them wrong information all the time. All the time, them things happen. People get wrong information. You man put up in your phone and it show, say, I lick through Jamaica. And look, they're even stronger than yesterday, 170 miles, 75 miles per hour, category 5. And you run come up to me at all, boy, I go miss based on what you think. And then I try to do so with the hand and show me, say, look, they like you can't curve, so. I say, brother, in a sea line, I go through, why would you have to walk and talk and tell people them sitting there? So I tell you, you have to be careful. Look on flat bridge earlier, in idea. And look on flat bridge now. This shit go overflow by the morning. Look how tall the water be. Yeah, people run around and give misinformation.
After the storm, a lot of people going to have high blood pressure.
Okay, over in Portland, while residents were bracing for the impact of Hurricane Melissa, thieves broke into a business establishment in Port Antonio and made away with more than $1 million worth of goods and other items. Anthony Lugg has the details.
Imagine dealing with the stress of a hurricane and then finding out that you've been robbed. Well, that's the reality of a business owner here in
Watch this earlier, but if you people them new want to see it, me make it run.
Port Antonio, Portland.
Noticed that the grill was cut, and then I checked to see what's happening, pushed the door, come inside, noticed that everything was gone. All of the bar. It was like devastating. I couldn't really believe what happened.
How much worth are things we're talking about?
Right now we are looking at roughly 1.5 or even more.
Look at the counter. Liquors gone. I'm gonna ask my videographer to walk with me to show you as well inside this kitchen.
Bad enough that people have to go find money for for rebuilding property and for rebuilding, you have them look at dirty blood clot boy, you rob and broke people in place. Imagine that. You have to think about money if you build back where you did earn the money, if you go fix back your place. Some of them people are wicked, man.
The robbers came inside here. They removed a microwave from off this counter. They moved a gas cylinder from around here. And if that was not already bad, they went inside the refrigerator and removed all the meat kind from outside.
Stress level
They're not even eating man if you eat. Wicked and wicked.
right now is over my head. The stress level is over my head. Knowing that Melissa is coming and we don't know what damage it's going to impact on the country right now. And you never know if my house may be blown down. We don't know. No one knows what's going to take place. And knowing that we have this to deal with, plus you have your personal thing at home to deal with, it's just devastating.
The matter has been reported to the police, but to date, no one has visited the scene. The owner of the establishment is hoping they'll do so immediately after Hurricane Melissa passes. Reporting from Port Antonio, Portland, I'm Anthony Lugg for TVJ News.
And residents in
Yo, dirty boy, them wicked figure rob up the man place like that.
Bamboo River in St. Thomas are preparing to evacuate after rising sea levels is threatening their homes, while some wait and see, others rely on past experiences as lessons learned. Jamila Maitland reports.
Welcome to Bamboo River. It's a small, informal community located in Montego Bay in St. Thomas. It's located very close to the sea, and if you listen closely, you'll hear the waves crashing along the shore. In fact, I'm standing on the roadway and the sea is slowly creeping in. Now, residents have used this narrow makeshift bridge to get from one side to the next, going to one of the only available shops that is open in the community. But believe it or not, one misstep could result in me falling in chest-deep water. And so, I'm going back to the other side.
Antonio Williams, a resident of Bamboo River in St. Thomas, sticks a pole in a gully to show the depth of the water that residents have to cross.
You have to sit right there because it's full of.
The dangerous trek across the gully is made worse by rising sea level from Hurricane Melissa, and there have been a few notable accidents.
I'm on Jack on the night, drop off of this and Jack on the night. I'm here to tell you, that man up recover.
Beyond the makeshift bridge are homes.
But them a place that start flood out already and no rain even start drop yet. Can you imagine that?
With residents like Kelvin, who says he's not evacuating. He's, however, leaving to make several trips to check on his business establishment in the town center.
I feel like say.
Again, this feeling business, feel, love work. Everybody turn God them a feel now. They know a future. When every piece of information I show you impact and work, more likely will happen. We are going off of me feel.
You gotta get the left side. Okay. We're not the east side. We feel like we gotta get the left side.
When you come to your feelings?
But we must get touched.
For Michelle, however, she's not staying any longer.
The shelter where I go.
So you made a decision to evacuate?
Yes, me I come out because I can't swim and the river the back away now.
Common sense, mama. Your sense.
Not right.
With her bag of personal items on her shoulder and a gallon of water weighing her down, Michelle says this storm reminds her of Hurricane Gilbert close to 40 years ago.
And Gilbert did I come and I first reach up at the school.
Really?
Yeah, then said then I'm over. After one them I feel lift up. Yeah.
I mean Michelle.
Not staying because her yard is already.
Yeah, look at the place already. And some of them people talk about they now left. And you see what my dear Yeti. You see nothing mentally wrong with you if you're telling so.
Overrun by stormwater, pushing her out as if she were a visitor in her own home.
The woman there sense.
New scenes here in the back of a yard in Bamboo River in Montego Bay. where the sea has almost transformed the landscape. Palm trees look as if they're floating.
Yo, Jamaica now go good again if it's a hurricane that come, how it come.
I'm standing in the back of the yard. It was a playground for children, a playpen still for animals that have been secured there. Now beyond that are about 2 to 3 homes. They've since been battened down. Residents told me that they have evacuated. Now for those though who live to the front of the yard, they're waiting to see. This is one of the areas that we will be monitoring even as Hurricane Melissa makes landfall in Jamaica.
Jamaica Maitland, TVJ News.
In Manchester, the day ended Sunday on a calm note, but at daybreak, Melissa started showing her true colours. Here's Ramada Lyons.
Now start show you a piece of our colours, the true colours. Bear in mind, this was probably 160 miles per hour.
Sunday on a calm note, but at daybreak, Melissa started showing her true colours. The conditions in Manchester today are far different from the conditions we saw yesterday. The rain started last night, minutes to 11, and it has been consistent all through last night and now all through today. I mean, the wind has also been very powerful. Another thing I've noticed is that the main road in this town is very scanty, which is an indication that a lot of people have opted to stay indoors. This woman, though concerned about the system, braved the journey to check on her husband at Mandeville Regional Hospital.
He's sick, so I definitely have to find a way to come here, visit him, make sure everything going right. Yeah, so that's why.
She's wary of Melissa, yes.
But still have to be here to support my husband.
We followed her to the hospital. There isn't a lot of people inside, but there are some very interesting
I think we watched this earlier. We'll see if anything we did miss. Shout out to all the people that moved pop in.
A community in Hatfield, residents were startled.
Look, my name Breeze here. And people are taking this thing for joke.
Someone in a case like this, it will.
And heavy winds. A good distance away, this gas station in Gutters was one of the very few still open.
Look, pan the breeze, and the time when the hurricane did the far out and at a lesser speed, and people really play around,
allowing motorists wanting to secure gas that opportunity. And as we drove through other communities, little to nobody spotted on the outside, just swaying trees and fallen leaves.
Smart people, very smart, stay off the road.
And when our journey took us a little outside the parish unexpectedly,
Jamaica now good again with this higher come through the country.
More lashing. The wind has been very powerful, very, very powerful. This pole is a testament to that. Trees that haven't fallen already. Oh, all right.
I said this start bad already. I never know.
These men have interrupted my live to tape, but I won't treat it as an interruption. What have you been seeing on the roadway?
Why, I tell you, rough. Man, I want to preview and I tell you, say, whole place. Tell you a real thing yet? It's a preview and I come from. We can't come somebody else.
Continue, we can.
Oh, yeah. We come from we are my as well and I tell you, say, tree and everything.
You can't speak without profanities.
In the road, I'm a friend, yeah.
I'm a hypocrite, because I'm there, I cuss all night.
Bro, so I can't go where I want to go put in a garage, because I be a tree and everything I jack down in the road and it's just a preview. What's the real thing come? Nobody can cross it. God, you there, man.
Alright.
I stand up at the door and when the post jump on me, running at the house and I said to my daughter, I said, Kim, the light post jump out there, and Kim said, Mommy, run go turn off the brake on me, run go turn off it. So me no know nothing for that.
Do you have any concerns as it relates to possible electric?
Look, Panny Breeze. Hit the like button there for with people. We want some more people where I chat. You know, witness anything like this here in Jamaica? If anybody in the chat, I witness anything like this?
Anything along that line?
No, sir. Nothing happen. Nothing happen. Somebody did plug out everything before, 5 years today.
And as it relates to other things around the house, do you think you're in good standing as it relates to preparation?
No, sir. Everything all right. You want me to see everything all right.
Ramarda Lyons, TVJ News.
Okay.
All right, we'll find some more up to date.
Just going to give you a few comments now from
We'll find some more up to date
From
news.
Crossroads.
I mean, I understand how people are take this so lightly. Like up the stream there. In the meantime, you will hang around. And if you happen to subscribe, remember to hit the notification button. We're coming heavy this time. No stopping this time around. Sometimes we have 20,000 or 1,000 people. Sometimes we have 10. Sometimes we have 5. Sometimes I have to chat to myself. We don't care. Hurricane Melissa. Jamaica. God damn it. Keyboard touch. Okay. Let's see. In the closest hour update. Down to the hour where I go. Oh shit, this is just a live cam. Look on them breeze already. You wanna play Associate Press shit.
Pour me dresser un rapport pour que pour me remettre à protection civile pour que pour me ça va faire.
Over here to that way. Alright. Don't worry, I find stuff. We just want to see what the latest in the last hour. Who afraid for Jamaica? Okay, what's the latest roundup?
We have our leaders who are doing the same. There's no shame in it no more. There's no get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go find, do these things in the...
No, I know hurricane I go in your background. 6 minutes ago. That clear, then couldn't put the location, man, look there.
So see what it look like here. On my side, you see me? What's that?
People are posting video, shit look real. I hope people are take heed and see what I go on. What is happy? West Parade or police up on the road, so police are patrol, so that's good. Yeah, that dirty criminal them where I try to rob people in business and rob people in business. So we just see one cop pass, one director, so. So at least the police them are work. And they have them family and for them safety too. We worry about. So yeah, shout out to the police and good cops. What am I saying, sir?
Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson, and we begin here tonight tracking Hurricane Melissa.
Heck of a storm. Now, Category 5 hurricanes begin with wind speeds at 157 miles per hour. Forget about it. This has 175 mile per hour winds. And it's been holding on to that strength. So the question is, where's it going to go next? What will it do when it gets there? And when you look at the storm, all right, I want to give you a broader view. All right, this is perfect because this trough that we talk about that's going to kick it out to sea, that's right here. All right, it's that line of clouds that you see around Florida. All right, but that's not going to have a steering influence really until this storm gets beyond the Bahamas. Until then, all it's doing, all right, see all this little these clouds coming off the hurricane. That's called outflow. And you are getting a little bit of influence from that trough. It's basically just helping the storm to ventilate itself, KJ, allowing it to maintain this ridiculous strength. Cat 5, it comes on shore as a Cat 5 early tomorrow morning in Jamaica, moves across Jamaica as a 5. It's going to be downgraded to a 4 because the mountains will tear it up a bit. And it's a 4 or a 3 as it approaches the east end of Cuba. So here are the effects. Tropical storm force winds are happening right now. Hurricane force winds will begin early in the morning. Power outages are beginning as we speak. Some folks who lose power could be without power for a month. That's my estimation there. Hurricane
month. I said 3 months to 6 months. Come there in Jamaica when Ivan lick and places out of blood clot life in months. And Ivan never so rough. Imagine now. Oh, the blood clot. Yeah,
force winds all day tomorrow from daybreak to sunset. That's the worst of it. 2 to 3 feet of rainfall. Dangerous mudslides and flooding.
Christine, Kingston, Jamaica is still getting a few momentary breaks in the worst of the weather. Just a few times when the wind gusts will die down and the rain will die down a little bit, but that is not expected to last over the next several hours as Hurricane Melissa creeps closer to the Jamaican coastline. The conditions have really worsened throughout the day. The wind gusting heavier, the seas and the waves starting to rise, and those heavy bands of rain that have been falling. We have seen people out and about in the Kingston area today. Some of those people were going back to stores because this storm moved in so slowly. They've already burned through a lot of their hurricane supplies, and they were going back out to restock and get more that they are absolutely going to need in the days ahead. The wind conditions here in Kingston may be too far to the east to really see the worst of the storm, which is expected to come across in the west. But the rainfall is still very much a concern, especially in the overnight hours when the wind comes out of the south and it pushes those bands of rain up against the mountains. That's when we'll probably see the conditions at their worst here in Kingston. And a lot of people, especially those who live along the gullies that carry the runoff from the mountains back down to the ocean, those are the people who are most concerned. Very few people are staying in shelters in and around Kingston. There are hundreds of them open, but many of the people who we have talked to prefer to stay at home where they feel safe and where they also want to protect their belongings. Jason Allen in Kingston, Jamaica for CBS News, New York.
Tonight, the Jamaican community here in the tri-state area watching and worrying. Many of them have loved ones back home who are riding out this storm, as Jason just described. And as Jennifer Bisram reports, are now continuing our team coverage from Flatbush, Brooklyn.
It's raining and the roads are clear. Everybody is sheltered in this place.
Andreen Walters sending us this video from Portmore in St. Catherine, Jamaica, Monday night.
The breeze is so rough. I can hardly contain my umbrella.
Hurricane Melissa is expected to bring 175-mile-per-hour winds and catastrophic rain to the Caribbean nation overnight. In preparation for the historic Category 5 intensity, windows have been boarded up and rows of sandbags are lined up across the island.
Here in Flatbush, where the pulse of Jamaican culture beats as strongly in New York City, many are praying for their loved ones back home.
Yeah, I was worried because we had one last year and it was really bad. Like, my parish was hit, so I was worried this time around too. Yeah, we had to rebuild a lot. The trees, everything gone.
As Shania Walker serves up Jamaican dishes at CJ Cafe on Flatbush Avenue, she's hoping her mom and siblings will be able to weather the storm.
They stocked up on groceries and stuff and, you know, the regular button, the windows and stuff.
The Jamaican Tourism Board is on the ground working with emergency agencies.
When you know about them hotel, they help or nothing.
To make sure islanders and tourists remain safe before,
You're tourists, not Jamaican citizens. You hear that?
during, and after the storm.
We've asked
Yeah, I'm going to start blood clot because I found out where I run down politician and power and show and all type of fuckery. I know when I say I found out cat and place to sleep. No, where politician them there? Where then they? No way to be found, you know, where big time politician them there in the community, them where say people come, we have supplies, we have this, where then they? Where food, where cut them there, where it's at? To not run behind politician, they missing now.
In low-lying areas
or areas that are considered to be flood prone.
I care who want feelings want hurt and live out their life. Fuck it. This is YAAD VIBEZ.
Or danger for disasters to move into higher ground.
Back in our area, New Yorkers are keeping close watch.
It's covered by what we call the Port Royal Peninsula.
VP Records in Queens is using its screens as weather cams.
Just concerned for our fellow Jamaicans that are on island, and we just want to make sure that everybody gets through this and are able to rebuild.
Praying for all in Melissa's path. Jennifer Bisram, CBS News, New York.
Stay with CBS.
This channel is not for everybody. Wait till we start turn up in this right way. Need to get back in our groove, cause too much laid back and play thing. We need to start cook this shit. Too much uncommon sense people run around and chat be a fuckery in a Jamaica diaspora. Alright, look on the flat bridge look like it's soon overflow. Okay, let's refresh this. Look at London. When I first place we hit, like the man some electrical shortage right there, so. Okay, let's go back to Maypen Square. Very heavy wind. Nobody no outside, which is good. Alright, let's see what else we have on the latest. Supreme Ventures advises no live draw. Yeah, a lot of pussy over too.
Now over in St. Thomas, residents in Bamboo River have been evacuating. Jamila Maitland tells us why.
Watch this already. Just watch her. Alright, let's see them. Other local news.
Our days get a little.
Damn, they didn't even update for people them CVM TV. Mr. JIS. A Hurricane Melissa. Yeah, where them news channel are depend. Alright, let me filter this down back to a minute. If you don't have any patience and use a 1 minute TikTok swiper, this ain't the place for you. Make it very loud and clear. Well, we're looking for the common sense Jamaican for meet up, yes, sir. These are just live cams. Okay, these are all the live cam together. Okay.
Category 5 this morning.
How are you feeling?
Well, right now, worried. The deadly storm churning through the Caribbean and preparing to pummel Jamaica through the coming days. Residents filling up gas canisters to power generators and boarding up windows as the monster storm approaches. Even zoo workers in Jamaica's capital city are busy relocating animals. At least 3 storm-related deaths have been confirmed in Haiti, along with 1 fatality in the Dominican Republic, where dozens of people are currently in shelters, including this mother and her 4-month-old infant, after first responders rescued them from a flooded home. I spoke with one woman in Kingston who says she suffers from lupus and is traveling by bus to her daughter's home.
Even though I have my medication here, I'm still not taking any chance.
Many American tourists are trying to cut their vacation short. Some passengers arriving in the U.S. on one of the last flights out.
There was a lot of turbulence. It was almost like getting out and watching the rain come by.
Now big up YAAD them who hit the like button. Respect. Get more people over here. Boost the algorithm.
Behind us, but luckily we made it.
Others stranded, including Nicole Doyon, who is visiting from Miami on a yoga retreat. But she says after exhausting every option to get home, she's stuck and will have to ride out the hurricane.
There was nothing available. At this point, there are no options.
Yeah, and conditions expected to continue to deteriorate here in the coming hours. Government officials saying that all of the emergency shelters here are now open, many of them still not full, but officials anticipate that could change in the coming hours. Savannah?
George Solis leading us off. Thank you.
All right, Dylan in for Al this morning. Dill, good.
On this Monday evening, a massive Category 5 hurricane that is down in the Atlantic. So this evening on Hurricane Hub Live, it's all about Melissa. Category.
Oh, you know, we'll check in and see what's new. Let's check the precipitation. So almost quarter, what is 1/10 of an inch of rain go fall closer to land. So over, oh, see rainfall there? It's an inch of rain. What time that? By 2 a.m. an inch of rain go start fall. And then it start decline. Oh shit. Leading right up to Jamaica, it'll be over an inch. Yo, this will come with speed and water. You see how slow it'll move? Pick up more water, very slow and moving. See the cloud over there? Let's see wind again. Funny projection. 175 miles per hour. Even after I pass over land, it's still gonna be. It has a Category 5 same way. Caca blood cleat. It's gonna be something else. So we say 2 a.m. So tomorrow we'll get a time frame. 8 o'clock a problem. 8 o'clock a problem.
This News New York for
5 hurricane, Jamaica. We had Melissa, which was a 5, and we had Gabrielle, which was a 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major hurricanes so far this year. So even though we've only had 5
back to back I come to
5 hurricanes, 4 of them that become major hurricanes. And Melissa, that's the latest and the strongest so far this season with winds of 175 miles per hour. And we're getting close here to the end of hurricane season. It runs through the end of November, but typically
an inch of rain go fall going up to Jamaica. Imagine that shit.
And wind speed are adding stresses to the aircraft. While a device
where they have the
this are the hurricane plane way get pushed back from it.
Bumpiest ride. So back to the maps we go. Again, hurricane on our aircraft. You can see looking up that stadium effect. You can see the blue skies and then some stratus clouds down towards the bottom. So this is the break that the Hurricane Hunter aircraft get. Is when they fly through that eye wall that they see those.
Yo, them man have to breathe the blood clean to fly through this. I'm not sure.
The strongest winds, and that's where they have the bumpiest ride. So back to the maps we go. Again, Hurricane Hunter aircraft are in there again, investigating the storm. Again, they do that sort of crisscross pattern. And they also sample some of the atmosphere outside around the storm. Now, I want to put on the 5
Right, that one job me wouldn't want.
o'clock cone that came in from the Hurricane Center. And you'll notice that right now, that center of the storm is right here, that southern center of the cone. And notice how it was moving off towards the northwest. And now it's sort of stopped and almost.
Oh, against, that's hence the name cyclone.
Made a little bit of a loop. Let's follow that center again, sort of came over here, and now it's sort of almost made a little bit of a loop, and eventually it's going to be pulled off towards the north. Now, whether it's made that stall now, it's going to move south and then move off towards the north remains to be seen. But it's really western parts of the island of Jamaica that are going to be hit the hardest with the center of the storm. Now, the good news is those winds are only about 50 miles, the hurricane force winds, only about 50 miles across. So a lot of eastern Jamaica
Only, that's still, you know, why that is.
Is not going to get hurricane force winds. We'll still see tropical storm force winds and maybe some gusts approaching hurricane strength. And those 175 mile per hour winds are only really right around the eye wall and typically only in one little section of the eye wall, typically towards the north.
Why does everybody give hope?
Northeast or that eastern corner here of the eye wall. So wherever it makes landfall, that's going to be the one area that sees those strongest winds. But still, with the storm coming ashore, we're going to see those winds coming in out of the south. And even over here through eastern Jamaica, we're still going to see copious amounts of rain. We're going to see that storm surge coming in. And even Montego Bay on the north shore is going to feel some of the impact. So here's that the 8 o'clock advisory from the Hurricane Center, 175 mile per hour winds.
Imagine a city in one car go 175. How much kilometers that? Probably 400, that's like a fucking family in one car.
And there's that northwestward movement only at 2 miles per hour. So ever so slowly here, off towards the north. Again, coming ashore late tonight, early tomorrow morning. By 2 o'clock into the afternoon, already over land and weakening because the mountains here in Jamaica are quite tall, over 7,000 feet. We'll take a look at that in a moment, and that certainly is going to
hopefully mountain can't back off some of them breezes.
Exacerbate the flooding issues and the landslide issues. So that's our first landfall here in Jamaica. And then we're going to have a secondary landfall here on the southern tip of Cuba. Still a Category 3 hurricane with winds of 125 miles per hour. And then moving through the Bahamas and the Turk.
With all the technology them what we always are here, say all them big government to have. You want to tell me they couldn't do something to stop all the hurricane in today's days? You can't believe them not have the technology right now. I'm watch a program where a brother in a Silicon Valley have a technology where can stop hurricane and I'm sure how cheap it would be to separate out the hot air from the cold air and stop hurricane. All thing I see when the government never want to invest.
And Caicos. So we could have a third landfall moving through the Bahamas, and then it's going to rapidly accelerate off towards the north and east. Part of the reason we have a pretty big trough here in the eastern half of the country, that's going to give us the rain later tonight and tomorrow here in eastern Virginia and North Carolina, become a little bit of a coastal low, but that's going to help jet the storm off towards the north and east. So let's talk about that rainfall here still to come across Jamaica. This is the graph model from IBM, and you can see it's still forecasting over a foot of rain through much of the island, and we're getting closer here to 2 feet of rain in some spots as the updated models are just coming in now. But again, very, very heavy rain. That's going to cause issues with flooding. It's also
all them low-line people, they fuck.
Going to cause issues with landslides because attention here.
All right, let me see if I see nothing more.
Hurricane Melissa growing to a Category 5 this morning. How are you?
Yeah, nigga, we'll watch that already. Let's see where we at with the updates. Ooh. But you all I can them. Cocker blood cleat. You see when I tell you about Flatbridge? Upon the difference. Flatbridge. Kind of middle here, so. Anybody live in the area get fucked. Yo, anybody in a Flatbridge I got by 5 o'clock this blood cleat overflow. It's a little land on Westmoreland. Western part of the country was supposed to get hit. Can see the heavy rain don't pour go on here, so. See what some of my people must say. Little rain and winds. Why brownie out of him here? Must see one dog them see. Anyone from St. Elizabeth? I'm in Black River. Okay. People are communicating, I chat them. Only might chat them when people pass through them afraid for settings. CryptoCoin News, big up yourself, where you there? Okay, we're at Transport Center. Blood cleat, look on the wind. Wind and rain, yes, sir. Oh, to wanna get wool per rain, man. I mean, rain and breeze. I think the western part would not get it wicked, let me see. Where hurricane enter from, let's see. Put it back the way for there. Oh, I utter bands them car with Kingston there, Papa so. So Maypen, Kingston, so outer bands they in the Licada. Interesting. This is the London. Flat Bridge. Maypen. Where I say hard breeze at Maypen. Maypen camera stick. Town, what does that be? WHC Transport Center, where part of that? Oh, halfway tree. Alright, let's see what else came there. Do halfway tree, let's see Devon's house. This are more look like a more flooding and go on here, so you can see beer water. Beer water back up. Why my pencil not work, man? Oh, beer water back up right there, so. Yeah, beer water there, so. You can't know them places I go flood out. Alright, let's see what else. Kingston Harbour, I think, a night there, so. Right, enough breeze. Oh, a rich boy yacht this, sir. Oh, a rich boy yacht there, sir. Okay. Oh, we don't mercy me a pen. Jerk man gone, so that's good. Wait for breeze there, me a pen, man. Oh, them camera probably soon knock out soon. But the camera, let's see if we can see what part this is. Jamaica keep us that rain active. Me have to laugh, this girl don't reach yet. So what will happen when she reach hurricane matter? Kevin Knight, you know, okay, see that. Jamaicans being Jamaicans. What else we have out here now? We see the harbour, oh, Ray Cobra. Ray Cobra Flatbridge? Yeah. Check Devon House. I'll see if we see any more camps. Want all up to date information. me see if there's any other cams out there. They might probably use the same. Yeah, real corbred, that shit will get flood soon. That'll go overflow soon. 53 minutes ago, alright, we'll see the one here.
Bracing for this potentially catastrophic hurricane.
We have Local 10's Aaron Mabin on the ground. He's joining us from Montego Bay. And Aaron, what are you seeing out there?
Well, guys, because this storm is still hundreds of miles away from us in Montego Bay, it's actually quite beautiful out here. The ocean is quite calming, and we are getting this breeze that is cooling at times. But as Brandon and Michael mentioned, over the weekend, things are expected to turn dramatic and possibly dangerous. So people here in Jamaica are preparing for Melissa.
This shit is 3 days ago, man. Oh, updated 53 minutes ago. Right as a show cam. I saw that already. So like without news people, we might have to just call it a night. Respect to the parties who show up. Y'all go check out the video, one of my video. Watch piece of my intro, yeah. Me watch piece of my video. Leave your feelings at the door or don't watch this video, because even I am guilty of some of these things. Stay tuned.
As slavery instilled that in our way, so you have to get up early, go to work, and come back before the sun go down, and go sleep. So you don't have no time for your family, you don't have no time for your friend.
How ubiquitous was slavery in Jamaica? I read in your book 9 out of every 10 Jamaicans were enslaved.
During the 18th century, 820,000 West African men, women and children are transported to an early death in Jamaica.
Some people black and ugly, some girl black and ugly, you know.
Stage in my bleachings.
This is coming from the YAAD VIBEZ video section.
So that's a stage before I get to Super White.
Pushing, shoving and piling up to get in. The scene Wednesday at 41 KFC outlets across the island.
1838, when the black man was freed. They just took off a chain.
The chains are off, but are we still mental slaves? Welcome to YAAD VIBEZ, where YAAD is supporting YAADis and we deal with common sense conversation. Big up all the massive them. Anyways, today we're talking about emancipation, since we celebrate it every year. So my question is, ever wonder why 187 years after emancipation, somehow we still trapped in a mental slavery? It's like our minds still in chains. Today still, I'm going to demonstrate how Jamaica is still under mental slavery, what's holding us back, what's pushing us forward, and how we can break free for good. So stick around. You won't want to miss this one, and it's going to be touching a whole lot of nerves. It will hit differently. Bob Marley said,
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
But are we really free? In the next few minutes, we are going to demonstrate how colonial shadows still linger in Jamaica, the positive vibes, fighting back, and what you can do to rise above. Don't click away. This is your story too. Okay, let's get the definition of emancipation first. I'll let the white man tell you, since he's the only one you guys seem to believe. I'm gonna take it from Noah Webster, 1828 dictionary.
Emancipation, the act of setting free from slavery, servitude, subjection, or dependence, deliverance from bondage or controlling influence, liberation, as the emancipation of slaves by their proprietors, the emancipation of a son among the Romans, the emancipation of a person from prejudices, or from a servile subjection to authority.
What is mental slavery? First, let's break it down. A lot of Jamaicans like to follow catchphrases like equality and mental health is real. Every station, everywhere you watch it, mental health.
All of us go through it every day. We all go through mental health issues. We all have mental health problems.
Mental health, and mental health is continuously increasing.
Alright, there you go watch it. Jamaica still suffer from mental slavery. Go check out that video. And yeah, you kind of run out of news, so you come back tomorrow bright and early. Stay tuned, respect for whole, hit up the like button them. Okay, let's check on the poll. Are you prepared for Hurricane Melissa? 14% say yes, 36% say no, 50% say I'm not in Jamaica. Thank you so much for everybody who participate and everybody who like up the stream, you know. Big up yourself. Respect, have a good night, stay safe, bless.